President Stubb, Ukraine has the right to strike Russian territory. Hakaniemi Bridge closure causes major traffic disruptions in Helsinki. Professor urges Finnish energy companies to provide multi-day price forecasts. Supercell engineer expresses concerns over Finland's immigration climate. President Alexander Stubb stated at a press conference in Åland on Tuesday that Ukraine has every right to strike the Kursk region of Russia. Stubb emphasized that Ukraine has the right to defend itself when faced with attacks from Russia and the occupation of large parts of its territory. He also affirmed that Ukraine can use weapons provided by Finland within Russian territory without any restrictions. President Stubb stated there is no reason to limit Ukraine's actions in defending its territory under international law. On Tuesday morning, the Hakaniemi Bridge in central Helsinki was closed for the entire morning due to a crane overturning, causing severe traffic congestion extending to Itävela and Kulosaari. The crane, weighing around 100,000 kilograms, overturned on Monday afternoon while dismantling the old Hakaniemi Bridge. Multiple lifting devices were used to raise the crane back up, prolonging the process. At 11:16, the police announced that Hakaniemi Bridge was reopened to traffic. However, congestion remained heavy, and police advised the public to avoid driving through the area. The cause of the accident is still unclear. Finnish consumers can currently only know the market price of electricity 1 day in advance, which exposes them to significant price risks, according to Professor Pertti Järventosta from Tampere University. He believes that energy companies should share electricity price forecasts for several days ahead, not only to help consumers predict costs but also to better manage peak electricity consumption. Some companies have started providing price forecasts, but Professor Järventosta suggests this should be expanded further. Better forecasting would help consumers save electricity and support the national power grid. Sam Spilsbury, an Australian engineer at Supercell, expressed concern about the current atmosphere in Finland. He fears that ongoing discussions about immigration are putting pressure on many professionals to consider leaving the country. Results from a recent survey show that 89% of international experts in the technology sector in Finland are concerned about the immigration situation. They feel the future here is not very promising, with only about half of those surveyed willing to recommend Finland as a place to live and work. This could affect Finland's ability to attract and retain international talent. Yesterday, dozens of companies received bomb threats at their offices, including F-Secure in Länsi-Satama. The threats were sent via email, claiming that explosives had been placed at company locations. Helsinki police checked F-Secure's office in Länsi-Satama but found no security threat and determined that the warning was a hoax. The warning emails were also sent to around 20 other companies. The police are investigating the source of the emails and emphasize that most of these types of threats are false. These cases are being investigated as illegal threats. The birth rate in Finland is at an alarming level, with last year's number of newborns being the lowest since 1836. Researcher Anna Rotkirch warns that Finns often have children too late, leading to unmet desired family sizes. The government is working to address this issue through policies aimed at narrowing the gap between desired and actual family sizes, including improving access to reproductive support services. However, only a few localities still experience natural population growth, while many others are facing significant declines. Finland's unemployment rate is currently among the highest in the European Union (EU), at 8.4%, trailing only Spain and Greece. While the unemployment rates in these two countries have improved over the past year, the situation in Finland has worsened. According to Jana Huoveri from the Finnish Ministry of Finance, the government's welfare benefit cuts may increase unemployment rates, at least in the short term. Although the government aims to create 100,000 new jobs, slowing economic growth may make this goal difficult to achieve. The explosion at the Laakso hospital construction site injured 2 people and caused significant damage to nearby vehicles. Destia's CEO Tero Hakaniemi stated that he sees no issues with the company's work culture, despite previous dangerous incidents. Authorities are continuing to investigate the cause of the accident. Meanwhile, construction company SRV has decided to cease working with Destia on residential blasting projects. Hakaniemi emphasized that Destia always prioritizes workplace safety and will focus on preventing similar accidents in the future. Many customers are frustrated with the new, hybrid, electricity contracts, as efforts to save by using solar energy and wood heating result in only minimal discounts, sometimes just a few cents. For example, one customer who used solar energy throughout the summer received a discount of only 26 cents. Others have complained that despite adjusting their electricity use to off-peak hours, their bills still increased. In response to this, the Finnish Consumer Federation has launched a survey to gather feedback from consumers on hybrid electricity contracts. Many students at vocational schools in Finland report that they do not remember much about the reproductive education they were taught in school. According to these students, reproductive knowledge was superficially covered in biology lessons and was often glossed over or not explained in detail. Selma Martila, 17, mentioned that the lessons on reproduction were more of a joke and not taught thoroughly. Ronan Dogrial, 20, shared that he learned about reproduction mainly through friends and personal experience rather than from school. Many young people want schools to provide more comprehensive knowledge about reproduction and the life changes that come with having children, as they see this as an important issue. On Monday night and early Tuesday morning, the Finnish sky offered a rare spectacle as both the aurora borealis and the Perseid meteor shower appeared simultaneously. Ideal weather conditions with clear skies and a not-too-bright moon made for perfect observation and photography opportunities. Many photographers successfully captured stunning images of this event from across the country, including Tampere, Raisipori, Etelä-Savo, and Pohjois-Pohjanmaa. The photos show a perfect combination of the bright green light of the aurora and the streaks of meteors, creating an enchanting scene in the Finnish night sky.